cards.
But he's strong.
Thank you.
People are...
Be used to this now. You're getting a lot more of this, right?
It's different, though.
Yeah.
It is.
This audience, our audiences are unlike anybody else.
Yeah.
They are.
But they don't always respond this way.
That's right.
I'm super humble. This is definitely the moment where you say, "What's up, fellas?" Because the girls gave so much love, y'all paled in comparison.
Yeah, the
What's
men
up,
were
my
sitting there
fellas?
like, yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, we talk a lot about being a person of color and stories about cops being called on folks doing everyday things. You've got one also that happened to you.
Oh, absolutely.
Tell us.
I guess there's been several, in a lifetime of being an African-American in a car, especially once you're driving. But even early on, Whoopi, when I was in L.A., freshly cut from the NFL, I fit the description of a murder suspect. And so I'm just walking down the street. I think at the time I'd gone to Home Depot, got an extension cord for a new TV that the girl I was dating bought for me, and milk from whatever to eat cereal. That was my dinner. And I'm walking and cop car pulls up and it's like 7 guns. Knees in the back, the neck, the whole thing. And obviously all races of cops, because you're talking about Los Angeles, right? So the diversity would have it as such where there was more than just cops that don't look like us, Whoopi, which was very interesting because it was an Asian cop who finally came in. He was the chief, did the flashlight and said he's about 6 shades lighter than the suspect, pick him up. So it was an Asian cop, it's Chinese to be specific, but. Wow. And then 2 years ago, just right here in Long Island City, a cop had an issue with me, for whatever reason. I mean, it's an and I went off on him, and I recorded it. I didn't record it, Jay recorded it, but I went off on him because I thought to myself, if I wasn't me, all I am is a representative at that point. I was obviously given this stage by God, but if I wasn't me and I was a younger kid who looked like me, and I think Philandro in Minneapolis had just been shot, in front of his daughter. So that was obviously inside of me and motivating some of my anger. But I said to him, if I'm not who I am, which is someone that you and your partner watch on this Sunday, you're messing with me for whatever reason, because my feet are up on a plank in front of me.
What do we do? What do we do?
Conversation.
Keep talking. Yeah.
Conversation is key. I know that there's certain referendums that are going out and programs that are being implemented where you have the vernacular having to be the vernacular or the street lingo of those kids that are often pulled over that look like me. I'm sure Sarah talked about that. It's an interesting reality because the education of book and of history and of English and of math and of science, not to dismiss them, they're important in life, but I think the greatest education in life is the education of each other and understanding each other's cultures.
Well, we would love to have you back and talk about that because we can talk forever. But I want to make sure we get to your show.
Let's talk about it.
How?
Let's talk about it.
It's in the 5th season. It's better
so
than
good.
ever.
Man, it's doing a lot.
And you said it's kind of hitting close to home this season.
Yeah, this season, I guess because of the fact that, and there's a lot of people, you guys are dealing with the cooler than life figurine, anti-hero, hero, and Ghost being always 8 steps ahead of the ball. But at this point, he's unraveling, right? He lost his daughter. So what man in here, by our gender alone, we're not as strong as women. We know that. And so you're seeing the reality of this guy blaming everybody but himself for his mistakes, and he is unraveling before our own eyes, which was great for me as an actor to play. But yes, Sarah, to your point, in season 4, obviously, I had to go to methodical places. He was incarcerated. So I actually went to jail and did some things like that. But this year is by far the hardest yet. And if you're 5 seasons in, shout outs to Curtis and Courtney for doing what they've done, and Starz as a network for allowing us, and my incredible castmates and crew. But in reality, 5 seasons in, there's a pressure. It's like The View.
But it keeps on getting better and better and better.
I heard you always wanted to be on The View. Is that true?
So forever, Joy. When I was broke, man.
You want to be here?
Showering at the YMCA, broke. Sonny would have been obviously a young, aspiring lawyer at the time, and you'd have been hanging out with your superhero pops who doesn't get enough credit. Heroes in America don't get enough credit, actual heroes.
Thank you.
Megan's father's definitely one. So when I was trying to figure life out, Joy, I would sit and listen to your raspy ass voice. And you tell these jokes that you tell, and it would make me feel
I have
so.
Jimmy Hoffa back there.
And it would make me feel so good. And I always thought, especially as a man who likes women, I always thought the barometer for success, the moment I know that I've arrived, is when I can get on The View. And then at one point it went through a thing, and Barbara wasn't around as much, and Meredith was gone, and
You really know this show.
for years. And
Well, thank you
and
for
my
that.
idol and one of my mentors and dear friends and Whoopi, who I'm close to now for about a decade, she wasn't necessarily here at the time. I couldn't figure it out, and I'm like.
But look,
And then now that I'm back,
here you are.
I'm in the greatest moment of, I'm telling you guys, my aspirational journey, because I aspired to be on The View with exactly you guys in the front row.
I gotta say this very, very quickly.
And Joy is right next to me, and this is all good.
I gotta say this very quickly. You're also starring in an incredible movie, Sorry to Bother
Yes.
You. It's getting rave reviews. It's about a man who uses his white voice, which we call code switching, to get ahead at work. Tell us about it very quickly.
So Boots Riley, our film's director, is an activist of sorts, a musician, was in a group called The Coup. And this man is brilliant, puts the hodgepodge of all the things that he has in his brain, an amalgamation of a bunch of different political, socio feelings about certain things and issues, and he put it in this, put applesauce around it, and is making us digest all of these issues.
And it's amazing.
It's a wonderful
really good.
book.
Amazing.
Listen, you have to come back because next time you
I'm
come,
coming
you
back.
have to come and be one
Now,
of
Sarah
our
won't be here
folks.
when I come back.
No. But I'll
You
say
know
to
this
Omari
show.
Hardwick,
If you're here,
Power
I'll come
airs
back.
Sunday night on
I know-
Stars.
I know-
Sorry to Bother You is in theaters now. And Nobody's Fooled, the movie that we did,